Hey all, it's Rightplan here, doing our second Shroud of the Avatar pre-alpha release 2 video. That's getting long. As you can see up here, this is the pre-alpha, so there is going to be issues with this game, so you will notice some problems. If you watch the previous videos, you'll see that there were other problems, not the one we just made, but the one from the previous alpha. Anyways, long story short, I had people say that I did a video on the male characters, but I didn't show them the female customization, which kind of makes sense, and I didn't really automatically think of that. So we'll get one started here for you guys. Make it a little feminine there with the et. I can't make that an et. Let's see here. Let's go with female. So one thing I didn't show you when we were doing the male customization is that there actually is a way to make your character get taller or shorter. It's not a huge difference. It's not like you're making a dwarf, which I think they just put this in here so that eventually they can add dwarf characters. But for right now, you can't get much smaller. But it's just something they put in so that they can have something they can adjust later. Skin tone, same 3 colors. Eye color, same colors. Let's go with green. Head type. Let's see what we got here. We got the classic normal head. We got the anorexic bird girl. We're getting no. What we got here? Probably gonna go with 4, but this one seems to have a lip problem. Might just be me. Old lippy. Oh, this one's got kind of a saggy lip. I don't know, I think I'm just looking too much into it. Once again, still pre-alpha. They will be making the final adjustments. It's probably just not smoothed out yet, so the lip looks a little bigger than it should. And in case you didn't see from the previous video, you can adjust nose size on the females too. But one thing I found funny is, yeah, that's what I thought. Since there's no facial hair on the female, they didn't add anything different in. For instance, eyebrows or tattoos or I don't know, earrings or something. But they do have different hairstyles than the males, which is good. You got the ponytail, you got the short, and you got the dreads just like the male. The bun, the classic mom bun. And then mohawk, oh yeah, and bow for the woman that doesn't want to take care of her hair in the morning. Let's go with mohawk. And I'm tired of black and white, so let's do a gold mohawk. And yeah, that is everything. So it's kind of funny, the males, because of the beard, have more customization than the females. Yes, I would like to play Rightplan. So if you watch our last video, we did the customization as a male and took you through the new town. If you guys want to go take a look through the new town, you would actually have to go back and check our other video because I'm not going to do it in this one. But it was a pretty decent town. So as you can see, they have added better sounds in. As you get closer to things, they do get louder and they quiet up as you walk away. We did show that in the last video, but for those who didn't see it. And this is a moon gate for those who didn't see it, so they will smooth that out more. But the way they worked, as I said in the last one, was they pretty much went by the cycles of the moon. If you wonder how that actually happens, then you can figure that out later. So I did find out the name of the other town, though. The other name of the other town was Kingsport. So if you want to go see the new town, it's Kingsport. And you can see that again by checking our last video where we go through the moon gate, check out Kingsport. I will make another video on the Kingsport town because there is some new houses and stuff, and I'll want to see them in the new scenery because we've already had a housing video in this area. Oh, and for those who didn't see, we can also jump now, like so, and get up these big boulders that before we could only walk. We couldn't even walk up them actually, because see, couldn't get up before, but now we can. So we can explore the world way more, and we told them we wanted to jump, and they allowed us to jump. So you see, you gotta say what you want. Say what you want, I'm a great singer. Alright. They did increase our run speed. That's if you watch the previous videos, if you're wondering why I'm going through this town so much quicker. I'm still really impressed with how much they've smoothed out the graphics even since the last video. And as always, the chickens are certainly busy today. I think it's gonna be a run-on joke with us now. Where's that? Oh, there's a crafting table. Watch out, chickens! I know you're busy. Cow, I don't got time for you. All right, so let's check to see. I'm pretty sure they would put all the stuff that we have available to us in these chests, and they do. So let's put some more bags in there. I like to organize my. You know, I'm gonna take these for bigger organization purposes while we're crafting. All right, let's start on the far left, shall we? Ah, molds. Try to make this as best organized as I can. These chests are actually taking up a lot of room. Let's go here and here. Alright, that's good enough. So take all these, put them in a bag that they can spread them out in, so I can see all the ones we have. So they aren't going to pretty much tell us what we have to have, because if you look at R and behind here, this is our recipe book. So you click on what you want to make, such as tanning, and there's nothing there yet. You have to learn them. So you have to test your skills of discovery, which is pretty much trial and error. Put some stuff together. If it doesn't make anything, the crafting button won't light up, and you can't make something. And if you can make something, it'll light up, you make it, and then you get the recipe. So we'll put, this looks like materials. So we got some coal and, yeah, iron ore. Let's put those together. And we got some, this stuff, which is not a smelting table, it's flax fiber. And we got wood. Let's put the wood in here. I feel like it would be less taking up your time. Ah, here's our tools. Tools. Too bad I couldn't just pick up the whole chest off the ground. It'd make this so much easier. Almost done. I'm pretty sure you have to have all these tools on you when you're crafting. Normally I would have, like, because you don't want to have to go back and be like, oh, I need that one now. Oh, now I need that one, and run back and forth, back and forth. When the game comes out, I'm probably going to have one bag dedicated to crafting that's going to have a separate bag in that bag that's going to have all my tools. So I don't have to worry about it. So it looks like duplicates of all this stuff. So we can make lots of things to test everything out, which is awesome. A stag head. Alright. What is this? Wax or beeswax? Beeswax. No, wax. Just wax. This is chest mechanism. Tanning table. No, lantern globe. I don't care about the tanning table. Chunk of salt. So I will mention to them in the forums, which is the whole reason why we're doing this pre-alpha, is that if you got a bag open and you got your mouse over something, you're seeing the stuff in behind the bag, which right now is the tanning table. See? Tanning table. Oh man. Back. Alright, tanning table. So that last bag, we will put our stuff we make in there, so we can see what we make in the end. So let's start off with something simple. Let's cut a piece of wood. Cut a piece of wood, eh? Alright. So here's our crafting table. And piece of wood. Oh wait, how much wood is that? Okay, so we got 7 wood. Some shift click. No, shift drag. Here we go. So we want 1 piece of wood. Push you there. Crap. No. Do I need to put a saw in here? No. It's push stick. No. This stick. Ah, there we go. So you need a cubit measure and a piece of wood. And from that, cut the wood. So from that we got tree bark. So I'll put the stuff we, no, I'll keep this with it. So keep the wood stuff in here. Tree bark, wooden board. This is not wood. What am I doing with that in there? So tree bark, piece of board, wooden timber, and that's my cubit measure. So let's 1, enter. That didn't put it on 1, did it? Oh, I put it together. I was like, it's gone. Okay, 1, enter. Craft. Now, can I... Let's see if we can do this. No, because it's counting everything that's there too. So let's just keep everything in here. I don't want to chop up all this because it will be a very long video. So let's just see what we can make out of this stuff. Alright, so let's go to the carpentry table. I'm guessing this one is it? Yes, carpentry. Let's see what we get from a piece of lumber. And a saw. Nothing. What about these two? Nothing. Oh, because you can't. One. Now they will probably make it later so you can cut up multiple stuff at once. They made it so you can only do one item at a time because they're testing each item to see how well it works. Oh, and as you can see now that we know how to go to the book, and if we go to carpentry, milling. So there you go. So I can process a wood log, which is wood in a cubic measure. So now it tells you how to make everything. So what if I do... That's 6. This is actually very difficult. You have to think. I like it. I like it. Because you can't just throw a bunch of stuff in there and be like, haha, you actually have to think of what is the best combo to make stuff. Oh, okay, so the wood rasp doesn't do anything. Push stick still doesn't do anything. So that's definitely for just the saw. Saw does nothing. What about this? Chisel? No. Oh, carpentry hammer's gotta be something. No. Maybe I have to put it back on and cut it down further. So let me try that. So close out of this. Get rid of this. Oh, okay. Yeah, I said W. No, I don't want to talk anymore. I know there's a way that I got rid of this before. How did I do it? Oh, here we go. Welcome to the crafting field, and the crafting dreams come true when you get to replace crafting tools in this chest. You also blah 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 blah. Okay, and I already did all that. I don't want to talk anymore. There. Okay. Let's go back in here. Let's try to see if we can mill these down more. So we want just one. And let me put a saw in there. No. Put this back in there again. Okay, so do that. There we go. So we can cut down more. Now we got a wooden board. And a cubic measure. So obviously you want the wooden board. So what happens if I cut a wooden board down? Can I cut a wooden board down to something smaller? Let's try that. Build a strip. Alright. Gotta be something I can make out of those. Maybe I have to be on here. I'm just curious. Can I go down further? Nope. Nope. And nope. So. No. Alright, so. The wooden strip is the smallest you can go so far. What's the bark do? I don't like you, bark. Alright, so something's happening with the... There's something else I have to mention. Is apparently your speech thing down there at the bottom stays up. It thinks I'm pushing D. I don't know why. But I'll just put that in the log. So the good thing about making these videos is I can go back and take a look at what I said I should put in the log. So let's take a spindle with strip, I mean. Let's take one stripped. And what can we do here? Can we just do it? No. So? How many is that? One? Yeah, so. Maybe if we do 3. And some wood. Oh, so we have 3 strips and a hammer. Like a basket. I got a wonderful basket. Can I put that in my inventory? Alright, I'm gonna try to do this the smart way. Close this. There. Nah, it's not doing the type of thing. You just gotta be careful. So can I put this... No, I'm not gonna do that right now. So we found out how to make a basket. So that's one woodworking thing. So that's to go through for a recipe. You want to get more recipes, you gotta do more woodworking. It looks like it's going to be the same thing for everything. Let's go with the next easiest one. So an easy one is smelting. This has got to be easy. So we want ignites, for instance. Let's go with an ignite mold. And a iron ore. Let's go with 1. And I can't grab. What else would we need? Tongs. Maybe this is the wrong mold. No. No. Okay, so the mold's not the problem. Maybe it's the amount of ignites. Ignite mold. Oh wait, maybe it's a bar. Loom shuttle. I don't think it'd be the smithing hammer. That doesn't make any sense. So it's got to be iron ore. It has to be the tongs. Let's just do iron ore and an ignite mold. I guess we just keep putting ore in. Wait a second. So you can scroll down if you don't want to type in the number. I'm pretty sure these tongs have to be in here. It's not gonna. I'm try to skip ahead. Maybe it's 10. No. So obviously that is not a recipe. I'm thinking it's gotta be 1 ore. How much wood did he give me? Maybe it's 1 of each of these. There we go. Okay, so you get a chunk of coal and iron ore, your tongs, and your ignite mold, and you get an ignite. So let's put the ignites here. Good news I like about blacksmithing is you don't have a lot of stuff that it makes. It's always just like an ignite. It's not like the wood where you hit all this other stuff. But I mean, this is one thing I like about this is that you could sit here for a good day figuring out recipes instead of just going to a guy and buying the recipes and being like, yeah, I win. Alright, so let's see if we can make something out of these ignites. Let's go with a lantern mold, wire molding, a bar mold. Can I go straight on to making a blade? And tongs. No, I cannot. Let's go straight on to making a bar. Maybe it's the tongs. Maybe it has to be a hammer. Okay, well, I can figure out these recipes later, and I'll make a video where I can post and show you the recipes. But for now, let's make something that should be easy. Let's go with a lantern mold. And tongs. Oh, hammer. I could be wrong. Maybe you have to do them over on this table. So this is your actual blacksmithing table. So you might have to... Where's that lantern mold? Ugh. This is one thing people complained about, but I like it because you'll probably be able to use it to your advantage later, is that if you leave stuff on these, they stay on them until you come back and grab them. Which sounds inconvenient, but if you want to set up things to walk back and forth, do stuff real quick, you can do it that way. So let's try that lantern mold, which was here. And an ignite. And a hammer. No. Tongs. And a hammer. This is proving a little more difficult than I thought it would. About 2 of those and a hammer. Alright, so this is apparently proving to be a little more difficult than just spilling off a bunch of recipes. But so far we figured out how to make ignites. Maybe I haven't tried making a bar. Let me try the bar real quick. So you throw this in. Definitely the tongs. And let's go with a bar. Maybe the hammer. And no tongs. Two ignites. No hammer. think there's probably a certain amount of bars I need to make, and I haven't made them yet, so I'll have to get to work on that. And when I learn how to make some weapons and stuff like that, we'll do another crafting video. This will be just the first look at crafting. So that's how you get started on your blacksmithing. I found out when this is doing that, so at least I know when to report it. It's doing it when I press enter to craft something. So that means I could actually just go up here. Oh, they added this in too. View list in inventory mode. You can click that and click close. And now if you look at my bags, it'll come in like this now. So it has all your items that you own, your equipment, your crafting, your house, and your containers. So it shows you a list of everything you own. So if you really don't know where something is you own, you can find it that way. Anyways, I can't figure out a way to get past that right now. But like we said, there is going to be issues. So I had to wait a sec. So how does this work? Did I put it back? Oh, look, you can organize them. So I got 20 of those, I can go like that, and now it's 40. So that's actually pretty convenient. You can... I actually like this style a lot. I don't know which person designed that one, but that's pretty good. So, let's start with the tanning table. Tanning table. So, to finish off here, let's just do the tanning. So, it's kind of different using this. I'm thinking we're going to need a salt. So as long as I don't push enter, I won't have that typing problem again. So let's go with a salt and a animal hide. Let's go with one. I don't think I'm going to need that salt. I think I am going to need... tanning knife. Oops. Wood rest, wood board, wood timber, lantern loom, maize sheet smelting. So maybe I do need that salt afterwards. Flax fiber. This is not turning out very well. Oh, maybe I need more than one animal hide. I'll go up to 5. And one more for 5. Nope. That is definitely not how you do it. This is the wrong table. Let's go with handsaw, ignite mold, carpentry head mold, hammerhead mold. What am I saying? Carpentry. All right, so it's definitely. Anyways, I'm gonna figure out these recipes because this is gonna take us a while. So far you've seen the male customization, the female customization, some of the crafting, and the old town and the new town. So to take a look at our next video when it comes out, we will definitely I'm gonna practice a bit on this crafting. So when I make this is a good first look at just how hard it is to figure it out at first, which is amazing. If I came in here and had everything figured out and showed you everything right off the get-go, it wouldn't show you how difficult it's going to be to figure stuff out, which is what everybody in this who's back in this game wants, is something that's going to be difficult and requires brain power and not just look at this recipe, go make it, thank you, bye. So did find out how to make a couple of things, and I think I just wasted a lot of gameplay that quickly, so it's definitely doing its job. If you want to see any other videos besides what we've been making so far, the next one's going to be some more housing, and then I'm going to put out a full crafting one, which will be I'll show you how to make a couple actual full things from nothing, but I'll work on that, and then we'll get some housing videos out there and get some couple other videos too until this pre-alpha number 2 is taken down, and then we have to wait for the number 3 or the beta, whichever comes next. But thank you very much for watching. Subscribe above to see our next videos as they come out. Comment below on what you want to see us do in this game, or what you want to see change in this game, and we can put that on the forums for you and help you out, because what you want is what we want, most likely. But no, we definitely, if you haven't heard from the last video, we definitely want to see what you guys like about this game so far, what you actually think is different about this that you're liking so far. So comment below about your favorite part, and if you want, you can also comment below about what you dislike the most so far, so we can bring that to the forums and try to fix the problem. For instance, we complained about jumping, and now we have jumping. So let us know. Well, that's it from here at Nova Gamer. We just put up this video. We do have our podcast coming out, and be sure you check it on iTunes. And as always, happy gaming.